Hello everybody, it's me again, wasting your time, boring you senseless. I wanted to talk about the two well, I did a third one, but no one cares about that one. The two compositions that I did, I don't even know if I want to call them compositions, because they kind of aren't. But that's how they kind of started off. I was listening to a song by another composer on YouTube named Max. Well, there's a bunch of letters in his name, but he's a really good pianist, and he is much better than I myself am. And I was listening to one of his songs, and it was really inspiring to me. So I was like, I want to compose something, but well, so I tried. I got on FL Studio, and I was like, I'm gonna compose something, and it's gonna be only keys, and that's how it's gonna roll. And I was hyped, and then I was like, oh, I should throw drums in this. And then I was like, oh, I should throw a guitar sample in this. Then I was like, oh, I should throw violins in this. And then it was just not only keys. So it all started with Only a Dreamer, which started off as only keys, and then I just got carried away with it. But I think I did a pretty decent job. So the beginning part was inspired, actually heavily influenced by his song. I think it's Leaving Destiny Islands. I have it posted up. And I really like it because it starts off with a darker feel, and that's why I think it doesn't really suck people in, because it starts slow, and it's slow for the first couple minutes, but it ends with like a lot of power. When the drums come in and those strings just let themselves build, it's like, it's really powerful. And I think I'm really proud of what I did. And so the drums, when I was playing them out at the end, I was like, man, I can make something else just with these drums. So I opened up another project, recreated the drums again. That was gay that I had to do that. I couldn't, it's not like I can copy and paste some drums, so I had to do all that. Then I got started on It's Not Over, which was more so inspired not only by the first one, the drums, but more so from the Dark Knight soundtrack, because I was listening to the Dark Knight soundtrack, and I was like, man, this thing is sweet. I should compose too. And so that's kind of how that came to be. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm very pale, and thought I'd throw that out there. And so It's Not Over, I wanted to start it off strong, like the way Only a Dreamer left itself off. And so I started with the drums, just playing the drums in, and then I brought in the strings. It starts off more so strings, like Only a Dreamer starts off with mainly keys, but ends with like a whole orchestra. But It's Not Over, the second part, starts off with the strings and the drums and the nonsense and all that good stuff. And I say a lot. It's a bad habit, but you know, we all have them. And I kind of try to take it back when the strings kind of faded out. I guess it went back to keys. And so I wanted to kind of take it back to the same vibe that Only a Dreamer had. Like the way the keys felt emotionally and how they sounded to me. So I just created some stuff. I mean, the way the music was made, like the notes themselves, it was all freestyling for the most part. Like I would get on the keyboard, come up with something, throw it in, and then build up off of that. That's how I make my stuff. I build off of one thing. That's what I'm best at, really. And that's why I think I'm particularly good at sampling, and not as much so as starting my own beat with completely nothing. I think I'm better at sampling, but I'm getting off track. So, It's Not Over starts off kind of epic, climactic like the way Only a Dreamer ended, and then kind of gets sad, and out of nowhere I like it, because it's like, whoa, this is unexpected, but it's really cool. The tribal drums, of which I stole from Kanye West, come back in and smack you in the face, and then it's got the climactic ending, just like Only a Dreamer had, but in a different, like, perspective, you know. And the ending keys, the doom doom doom. Why did I do that? Something like that. Were pretty Linkin Park influenced, if you could hear that. Sounds a little bit like what I've done. Okay, maybe it doesn't, but maybe it does, I don't know. It just sounds Linkin Park influenced to me. I don't know. Big fan. Love Linkin Park. I'm sorry. I got off track. But that's the end of that. I just want to tell you guys how I felt about the two creations that I made. And what do you guys think they should be called? Like, composition, film music? I don't know. I've been inspired a lot lately by film music and soundtracks, and I'm starting to collect them because I love movies. I'm starting to become a much more movie-goer person. And so I'm buying a hell of a lot of soundtracks. Oops, I said a bad word. So, I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. And I've been talking for way too long, I apologize. I'll talk to you guys later, whatever. Send me a message, do something. Alright, see ya.